So as we have discussed last time about repository pattern and how we can get the advantage of repository pattern and what is the generic repository pattern. So today we are going to discuss that how we can use both generic repository pattern and non-generic repository pattern. And after that, we will discuss the unit of work in repository pattern. Right. So first topic we are going to discuss today that how we can use generic and non-generic repository pattern. We are going to do the same way as we are doing that. Whatever the link I have, I will just share that. And in case anybody have any question, they can unmute and then we're gonna to discuss the same thing. And we have no limitation of time. We have a lot of time actually. So here we are going to understand that how we will do the implementation of generic and non-generic interface. As everybody know that what is generic. Anyone have doubt that what is generic? Anyone? Anyone? I think then if nobody is saying something, then means everybody know that what is generic, right? Should I move next then? Okay. Okay. Then here we are going to discuss these two things, generic and non-generic. So first of all, generic repository. Generic means we will draw a class. In that we will pass a T type. T type means whatever the value, whatever the record you will pass as a class, and you can put the restrictions that it will take only the classes. So that will be that will be the generic one. Like here, generic repository is used to define means whatever what is basically generic is you will pass the T type and then you will pass that same T type in your class, and you can pass same T type in your object label also, like means variable label also. And then we have a topic of repository. Repository means the layer between your database and your business logic. I want to make the common logic like get, retrieve, update, delete. These are the common functionality which we need to perform. Then we will make a repository that whenever user will send a request that, hey, I want data for this particular table, then he will go there and he will get the data. So how he will go where? He will not directly interact with the database. It will interact with the repository and the repository will interact with the database. So that is a generic. Non-generic means suppose I have to create 3 repository for class, customer, product. Then I will make the class repository, then customer repository, then product repository, then customer repository. What will happen in the generic? I will create only one generic, and it will be reusable in all other classes like employee, student, product, customer. So that is. So here we have like generic repository. I have created iGeneric repository and Pacific repository. As we have seen the example that first time we have created example when we are watching the repository example. Then that moment we have created the iEmployee repository. So what will happen in the repository? Then generic repository will be there, and we have whatever the common method we have that we will put here inside. So here will be get all, get by ID means you will pass the ID, insert, update, delete. Then it will be a generic repository. And for Pacific repository, it will only communicate with the employee. So what will be the advantage? In case of Pacific repository, it will communicate only to that particular class, like employee only. In case you are designing a repository as a generic repository, then it can communicate with different classes like employee class and student class and the product class, customer class. So that will be the advantage of that. So first of all, whenever we are going to create a repository, first of all, we need to define an interface. So I hope here we are defining the T type. T type means whatever the class I will define, that will be a T type. And this is a kind of condition where they are passing that it will take only the class, means where t equal to class, means it will take only the classes, means you cannot pass the structure, you cannot pass the interface, you cannot pass something else, you have to pass only the class, means you cannot pass the integer, any other data type, you have to pass the class only. So they are making the restriction. Sometimes it is a good interview question also. Sometimes interviewer asks that how will I want to make my interface, I want to make my class as a generic, but I want to put some restrictions that it should only take class. So we can explain them that this is how we can restrict them. And another that most of the interviewer ask that what is the interface, right? And everybody's know that what is the interface, what is the advantage and disadvantage of that, and the interface segregation also. So here we have given this. Then we design one generic. Again, here we have to pass the T type, because this T type will be usable at variable level. This T type will be used at our constructor level. This T type will be usable at our method level. So that's why we need to pass here the T type. T type means whatever the class it will pass, it will go inside T type. And then we are getting that interface, which interface we have given the declaration over here. And whatever the method I have given inside interface, that all the methods I need to give the implementation over here. That is the rule of interface. So here we have two kind of constructor. One is default constructor, means it will not pass any parameter. At that moment, it will work. And when he will pass any particular context means edmax file, that moment it will create that particular file. So T type means again, it will get that particular class, means he will say that get the value. Here is the table. Table is what? Table is a kind of variable where he is setting that T type. Suppose employee came. So what will happen here? Employee DB set will be employee. Then product, for product, request came for product. Then T will be product. Then again in next request, it is coming as a customer. Then T type will be the customer. If here T type is a customer, then wherever we have defined as a T type, that will work as a customer table. So anyone have any question in this? Like interface, and then this one, the generic repository. It is very simple to make the, it is one of the simplest design pattern. Any question? Anyone? Deepak, Gurdas, Anil sir?
No, sir.
No, I don't have. Don't say me, sir. Yeah, I am a developer.
No, you are a team lead. I'm a developer, right? There's
Yeah,
two,
no,
sir.
no,
One
no,
is
no.
Avdesh sir, another is Anil sir, right?
No, 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 sir. No, sir.
Okay. So it is clear to everyone that what is repository. It is, as per my experience, I feel that repository pattern is one of the simplest design pattern. Then we have a employee repository. Under that, we have inherited this repository, and then we provide some other detail also. Same way, we will get this advantage. Okay. And then at control level, we can pass here that repository and the generic repository. Under generic, we are passing here employee. So here we are passing the employee. So when I will go here, this one in T type, it is passing the employee. Now it will work as a employee. All the T will be work as an employee. We can see the example where we are. Go there. Where I was passing the T type. Yeah, here. That will work as a T type, right? And then we have HTTP. So everybody know that what is HTTP, get, put, post, delete, patch. Any question in that? No? Okay. So I am done from my side related to non-generic and generic repository pattern. So anyone have any question in this? Yeah. Anyone? Like this class was very similar to yesterday classes, right? Ajay sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyone have any question? Ajay sir, would you like to add something more in generic repository?
No, sir. But like in generic, we can create a simple one repository, and we can use for all, like for customer, for supplier, for any other entity. Means we can
Anyone?
create a generic repository.
Continue. Okay. Anyone who want to speak about generic repository? Maybe they can repeat the same word. No problem. Arun, Anil, sorry, Anil M. There is one person, Anil M. Okay. Yeah, Gurdas, continue.
Yeah, we can create one repository, and that repository used by all the entities. That is for generic repository.
I think Jay, I cannot hear you. You should rejoin, and then maybe there's some problem in mobile. Can you rejoin? Okay. So anyone else who want to add little bit more in generic repository? Yeah, Deepak.
The repository design pattern is work like as a middle layer between controller and the data access layer. It looks like as a business access layer. The pattern as a middle layer.
That is not generic. It is repository only.
Yeah, I am talking about repository design pattern.
No, first of all, both are
in-
same. Repository, both are same.
Yes.
Means one is generic
Yes, yes.
repository, another is non-generic repository.
Yes. Yeah.
Generic means we will provide the T type, and then we can pass employee, student, product, customer. And in non-generic, for employee, I have to generate one repository. For student, I have to generate another repository. For product, I have to generate another repository. For customer, I have to generate another repository. Right, Ajay sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So anyone who want to add little bit more in repository, generic, non-generic? Jay, still I cannot hear you. Okay. Arun, would you like to add something? Mahesh Patil is from Madhya Pradesh, I think. Hi, Rishabh. You are joining after a long time. Okay.
I have
Okay.
one question.
Yeah, continue.
We are talking about the topic, both the generic and non-generic repository pattern in the same project. What is the need to use both?
Okay. Your
Either we
question
can
is,
use either we can use generic or non-generic. What is the requirement that we are using both the generic and non-generic?
no, it is up to you whether you want to use, whether you don't want to use. If you will use the generic, then you will get the advantage of that.
No, here one is repository, another is generic repository, third one is both generic and non-generic. It must be some sense, no?
Right. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Because they are using both. Means one time,
Yeah.
one place they have defined the common functionality. Okay.
Right.
And related to, suppose, for example, employee, there is some little bit difference. Okay. There's a little bit difference. Some logic is changes, right? Means you suppose you have already a lot of data type in your project, right? Sometime you create custom built-in data type. Sometime you create custom data type. Same way, means in the repository there will be get all, get by ID, delete, insert, update. Suppose you have requirement of something else, so that time you can for that particular class, like for that particular employee, you need 2 extra method. So that time you can
Okay.
use non-generic. You got it?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So here, Jay Kumar is asking the question that what is the use of T-type? Anybody who can explain us that what is the use of T-type and what is the advantage of that? Anyone? Sirdar, would you like to? Anyone? If I'm not taking your name, that doesn't mean that you are not here. Okay, please. Yes, Sirdar.
If we use the T type, so we can use any data type like as a string. Means we can use any data type like as value data type and reference.
Right. Generic means
So
it's a T-type, which you're defining. That is indicating that it is a generic T-type. And the advantage of that type means you can pass any kind of classes if you will not put the restrictions of where. If you have put the restrictions of where, that moment you can pass only class.
yes, right.
So Jay, you got the answer? Jay Kumar? Yeah, he got the answer. Thank you very much, Deepak. So